Thanks again for passing by the channel. If you like the content, if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe, share the video if you enjoyed it, if you felt it was useful. Now let's get into this. The reason why this video is going to be done in audio format is because it's not really boxing related in terms of news going on in boxing, stuff like that, because there's not really any news going on at the minute. What I want to do is, and shout out to Del Boy, Blue Collar Sport TV, he done this there about 2 weeks ago and was naming me in it, and I kind of thought, you know what, I want to give this a try myself, which would be to kind of big up some of the smaller channels that are out there. Obviously mine's not that big anyway, but to big up some channels that are kind of, up and coming, and also some channels that are already established, but, I just like. So, I want to let you all know what the kind of channels are on YouTube that I like, and just give you kind of a little bit of a snippet of what some of the channels are doing, and some of the smaller channels that you should definitely be going subscribing because they do a lot of good content. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the names of the channels on screen. Some you'll know, and some I hope you know. If you don't, please go and subscribe. So, first channel on screen there is Blue Collar Sport TV. Del Boy is what he's also known as now. Del, hell of a guy, does a lot of good work, as you can see there. He's nearly 3,000 subs. Now I know most people who listen to my videos would have heard of Del, would know of him, but there's a lot of people I'm sure who haven't, and if you haven't, definitely go over, give his channel a look at. He's very similar to me. Like, whenever there's fights on, he's very similar. He has them post-fight reviews out quick. He's not he's like me, he's not waiting around. Does some live streams as well, like I do. He always comes on to my live streams now and again in the chat, and he's always like, I always say it's a shame because I'd love to get him on, but he always comes in just as I'm literally about to finish. Like, literally the last 3 times that he said it himself, I think he's come onto my live stream chat and it's been like, right, I'm done, because I've been talking for an hour, I'm absolutely knackered, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, you should have came an hour later, because we could have actually done something. So definitely go over, give Blue Collar Sport TV a shout. He does a lot of good work, fantastic guy, really good stuff. So next we have the Box and Lowdown. Now I actually found this channel from Ade, because I seen him on Ade's channel I think twice now. And Box and Lowdown, great channel. He's got nearly 600 subs, so maybe after this video he'll be at 600. I think it's a travesty that he's not getting better views than he is, because he puts out content almost daily. It's very good content. Definitely I like the way he does the videos. I like the way, everything about the channel is good. I always love it when one of his videos pops up in my subscription feed, because it's good video. He does a lot of good work, and I really do enjoy looking at some of his videos. And let's try and get him up to that 600 mark. If I could get him to 600, I'd be sleep well at night, because he's a good guy. Don't know him personally, but definitely does a lot of good work. So the Box and Lowdown, definitely a channel to give a shout out to, definitely one to watch. Mark, Unrivaled Boxing News and Talk. We'll call him Mark, because that's what we call him. Jesus, me and Mark, oh god, August last year is when I first got to know Mark. Now, I've never met him in person, despite the fact we only live about 15-20 minutes away. But Mark's a great guy, he's a cool guy. We chat occasionally on WhatsApp. Great guy, love his channel. The only thing is, he always live streams like way in the middle of the night, and by then I'm just like, I can't, I'm too tired to even just join in, because I'm just getting ready to go to sleep, or I've just done recording and I just don't feel like talking. So, if he'd done them a little bit earlier, it definitely helped us out. But no, Mark, great guy, great channel. One of the most, if not the most knowledgeable people I've ever met in terms of boxing. Like, there are so many people on YouTube who know a lot, and there's other people who know very little. Mark would probably, I don't even know, because there's things that he knows that are just crazy. The amount of knowledge he has is just crazy. So someone who's as knowledgeable as Mark, definitely go and give his channel. Most people know Mark from my channel anyway, and vice versa. So those two guys, us, actually Mark and Dale, both good channels, give both of them a shout. So there's Mark from Unrivaled Boxing. Box Talk with Ade, most people obviously know who Ade is. I've been on his channel. He's shouted me out several times on the channel. Hell of a channel, hell of a guy. Ade is just a good guy. I had a great time when I was over in London, getting to meet him, and I think we spent about 2 hours. Obviously we talked for about an hour for a video, and then spent like another hour just having a chat about this, that, and the other. And it was crazy. It was great. He's such a likable guy. He's just such an approachable guy. I think that's the great thing about him, is that he's just so approachable. Like, you can just go message him on WhatsApp, have a chat with him, and hell of a guy. Really like Ade. Most people would know who Ade is, so me saying go over and subscribe, I'm sure most people are. But if you haven't, definitely go over and give Ade a shout. Now, this would be one of the kind of more newer channels. It's called Pause the Punch. Now, I hadn't heard of these guys until they actually emailed me asking would I ever consider going on their show. They haven't been active the last month. It's not necessarily their fault. As you can see, they do it in kind of it's very reminiscent to Box Talk, when Ade and Ryan started out. So it's very reminiscent to that, all three guys coming together, sometimes two, Jerry and the guys coming together. But with everything that's going on now, social distancing, social gathering, stuff like that, it's very hard for these guys to get videos out, as well as the fact that there's no news. But once boxing does start to kind of get back to where it was, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more videos from these guys. And if I'm ever over in London, they want to do something, more than happy. You see, I get emails now and again, messages on Instagram to, can you help me out here, or can you look at this? And I'm always like, yeah, I'll give you a hand. But it's very, I don't mind giving someone a hand, but when you see some channels and they have like 2 videos and like 10 subs, and like the 2 videos are months apart, it's like, what benefit is it going to be for me? Like, you'll gain a couple of subs, but it's not going to benefit you in the long run. Like, the best way to benefit you is to actually get the videos out there, build up a fan base, and then a shout out will make a difference, because then the subs will stick. Whereas if you just give them a shout out now, they might gain 30, 40 subs, but what, there's no content. So by the time that video, you start uploading videos, people are just like, yeah, whatever. So Pause the Punch, definitely a good channel. Be looking forward to when this is all over, we can start seeing more videos from them guys, because they are a great channel. I love the way that format that they do is a format that I really like. So definitely I'll be looking forward to seeing some more of their videos. And finally, I'm going to do another part of this, because there are other channels out there that I haven't named. So I'm going to hopefully get another part of this. But last channel I want to name is Hatman Strikes Back. I know Hatman has his fair share of critics, and some people don't like it when I praise Hatman. But Hatman was one of the first guys I ever watched on YouTube years and years ago. When was it? Would have been about 2014. I think he was going into Klitschko Pulev. And his content, over the last year, yeah, you definitely do notice he has got a lot. He's been focusing a lot more on the Joshua kind of Wilder Fury kind of end. Whereas back a few years ago, it was all types of boxing, which I enjoyed a lot more. But I still enjoy his videos. I am subscribed to him on Patreon, and the Patreon I really enjoy, because the podcasts are not boxing related. They're kind of worldly topic related. Those podcasts I really do enjoy. It is only £3 a month for 2 podcasts a week, as well as live stream Q&As. It's not bad, and the subjects he talks about are subjects that I would be interested in. But obviously you could never talk about them on YouTube. You would get absolutely what if you talked about some of the subjects you talked about on Patreon and YouTube. So Hatman, and I spoke with him on Patreon several times. He's very approachable, so he is a good guy. So that's really kind of the main channels for this first video. Like, the channels I wanted to talk about more so were obviously the Box and Lowdown, Pause the Punch, Dale Blue Collar Sport, and Unrivaled. They're kind of the smaller ones. So I was very happy to get them ones in. So that's the main thing. Go over and have a look at some of those guys' channels. I will obviously do a part 2 to this, and yeah, let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe of course if you are new, and of course I will talk to you.